Do you ever wonder what your cat is really trying to tell you when they headbutt your hand or claim your favorite spot on the couch? Or perhaps you've been startled awake in the middle of the night by their plaintive cries. Welcome to our channel, where we dive into the fascinating world of cat behavior and decode the secret signs your furry friend misses you. Did you know that when your cat rubs against your legs, it's not just a display of affection, but also a way to mark you as their territory? Yes, you heard that right. Our feline companions are territorial creatures who want to make sure you carry their scent everywhere you go. But that's just the beginning. We'll also explore why your kitty might overgroom to the point of losing fur, and what it means when they give you the cold shoulder after you've been away. Ever wondered why your cat leaves gifts of dead animals around the house? We've got the answers and the humor to keep you entertained. So, if you're curious about the mysterious and often hilarious ways your cat shows they miss you, stick around. We're about to unveil the quirky, endearing, and sometimes downright puzzling behaviors of our feline friends. By the end of this video, you'll not only understand your cat better, but also have a few laughs along the way. Let's go to our first sign. Sign 1. Claiming their territory, you. Have you ever noticed your cat becoming extra touchy-feely, rubbing against your legs, headbutting your hands, or even kneading you like a tiny baker kneading dough? This isn't just their way of saying hello. Oh no, it's much more complex and fascinating than that. What you're witnessing is your cat's instinctive ritual of scent marking. Imagine your cat as an artist, and you are their favorite canvas. When they rub against you, it's like they're signing their masterpiece, ensuring everyone knows you belong to them. You see, cats have scent glands located on their cheeks, paws, and forehead. By rubbing these areas against you, they're leaving behind their unique scent, effectively marking you as part of their territory. Cats communicate through pheromones, chemicals that carry messages to other cats. These can indicate everything from, "This is my home," to "I'm feeling stressed." When you've been away, your cat loses the comforting scent that tells them you're part of their safe space. So when you return, they're eager to remark you and restore the familiar scent balance. Picture this. You've just come back from a long day, and your cat starts headbutting you like a furry battering ram. While it might seem like an odd way to say "I missed you," it's actually their way of reassuring themselves that everything is right in their world again. Think of it as their version of a welcome home hug, just with more scent glands involved. Let's make it more relatable. Have you ever had a favorite blanket or sweater that you love snuggling up with because it smells like home? For cats, scent marking you is like wrapping themselves in their favorite blanket. It's their way of feeling secure and cozy, knowing that their scent is mingling with yours. Here's a fun fact. Kneading, that adorable yet slightly painful behavior where cats push their paws in and out against you, is another form of scent marking. It's also a throwback to kittenhood when they would knead their mother's belly to stimulate milk flow. So when your adult cat needs you, it's a blend of marking you and reverting to a comforting, nostalgic behavior. It's like they're saying, "You're my human and you make me feel safe." Just like mom did. Have you noticed specific times or situations when your cat is more likely to engage in scent marking? Maybe after you've been away on a trip or even just out for a few hours. Share your experiences in the comments below. Does your cat have a particular spot they love to mark you from? Perhaps they insist on rubbing your face first thing in the morning? Let's swap stories and see how our furry friends express their love and ownership. In conclusion, the next time your cat gives you a headbutt or needs your lap, remember, it's their special way of saying, "You're mine and I'm glad you're back." It's an endearing, instinctual ritual that reinforces your bond and ensures your cat feels secure and content. So embrace those kitty cuddles and scent marks. They're your cat's unique way of showing affection and making sure their world is just right. Don't forget to hit the like button if you enjoyed learning about these fascinating feline behaviors, and subscribe for more insights into the wonderful world of cats. Your kitty might not say it out loud, but they'll appreciate you understanding their quirky ways even more. Sign 2. Territory disputes. Ever come home after a long day to find your favorite spot on the couch or your side of the bed already occupied by your feline friend? It's like they've claimed it as their own while you were away. But don't be fooled into thinking your cat is just being sneaky. There's actually a heartwarming reason behind this behavior. Cats are incredibly scent-oriented creatures. Think of your scent as a warm, familiar fireplace on a cold day, giving them a sense of comfort and security. When you're not around, they miss that soothing presence. Just as you might scroll through photos of your loved ones to feel closer to them, your cat seeks out your scent to feel a sense of connection and reassurance. Think of it this way. To your cat, your scent is like their favorite playlist, one that makes them feel at ease and happy. When they nestle into your spot on the couch or bed, it's their way of hitting the play button on that comforting soundtrack. They're enveloping themselves in the smell of you, their favorite human, to fend off any feelings of loneliness or anxiety. A friend of mine used to joke that her cat was trying to take over her life, one seat at a time. Every time she'd come home, her cat would be sprawled out on her side of the bed or perched in her favorite chair. But once she realized that her cat was seeking out her scent for comfort, it transformed from a quirky annoyance into a touching reminder of their bond. Cats have a highly developed sense of smell, estimated to be about 14 times more sensitive than ours. This means they can detect and appreciate subtle nuances in your scent that you might not even notice. It's like they have a superpower dedicated to keeping you close, even when you're apart. Have you ever caught your cat lounging in your favorite spot? Do they have a specific place they prefer to snuggle up when you're not home? Share your stories in the comments below. We'd love to hear about your cat's unique ways of staying connected to you. In essence, when your cat takes over your favorite spot, it's not just a matter of comfort, it's a sweet, albeit silent, message of how much they cherish your presence. They're not just laying in your place, they're laying in the scent of you, their beloved human. So next time you find your furry friend curled up in your spot, take it as a compliment. They miss you and find comfort in the essence of you. If you enjoyed this little dive into the mind of your cat, give us a thumbs up and hit subscribe. There's plenty more to explore about the fascinating and often humorous world of our feline companions. Sign 3, Cat Siren. Ever been jolted awake in the middle of the night by your cat's eerie wailing? It's like a feline alarm clock you never asked for, right? While it might be tempting to think your cat is auditioning for a horror movie, there's actually a touching reason behind this midnight serenade. Cats can be little bundles of anxiety, especially when it comes to being separated from their favorite humans. When they let out those haunting cries in the dead of night, it's not just to disturb your beauty sleep. They're actually calling out to make sure you're still there. In the quiet, dark hours when we're all tucked away and out of sight, your cat feels particularly vulnerable and isolated. Imagine for a moment that your home is like a vast, dark forest to your cat. In the daylight, everything is familiar and safe. But at night, when all is still, it can become a bit scary and uncertain. Your cat's cries are like a beacon reaching out to confirm that their trusted human is still within reach. Let's think of it in human terms. Have you ever woken up in the middle of the night feeling a bit disoriented and called out to your partner or family member just to hear their reassuring voice? Cats do something similar. They're not just being noisy, they're seeking comfort and reassurance in the most direct way they know how. A friend of mine used to be woken up every night by her cat's loud meowing. At first, she thought it was just a ploy for attention or food. But after some late-night research and a few sleepless nights, she realized her cat was simply checking in, making sure she was still around. She started leaving a piece of clothing with her scent near the cat bed. And miraculously, the nighttime concerts decreased significantly. Did you know that cats have a specific vocalization called a solicitation purr, which combines the typical purr with a high-pitched cry? This unique sound is designed to grab human attention, often used when they need something urgently. Your cat's nighttime wailing is their way of saying, "Hey, are you still there? I need to know I'm not alone." Now, let's turn this over to you. Have you ever had to deal with your cat's nocturnal howling? What strategies have you tried to soothe them? Share your experiences in the comments below. It's always great to hear different perspectives and maybe even find a solution to those sleepless nights. In the end, those midnight wake-up calls are more than just a nuisance. They're a sign of your cat's deep attachment to you. They're reaching out in the darkness, seeking the comfort and security that only you can provide. So next time you're woken by those plaintive cries, remember it's your cat's way of saying, "I need to know you're here with me." Sign 4, over-grooming. Ever noticed your cat grooming themselves like they're preparing for a feline fashion show, but way more often than usual? While cats are known for their fastidious cleanliness, there's a fine line between normal grooming and over-grooming. If your cat seems to be in a constant state of self-cleaning, it might be more than just a quest for the perfect look. It could be a sign of major distress. Cats are meticulous groomers, spending a significant portion of their day licking and cleaning their fur. It's their way of staying clean and keeping their coat in tip-top shape. But when grooming becomes excessive, it can signal that something's amiss. Think of it as your cat's equivalent of biting their nails or twirling their hair when stressed. Over-grooming is their way of coping with anxiety or discomfort. Imagine you've got a big presentation at work and you're feeling super stressed. Maybe you start tapping your foot incessantly or fiddling with your pen. For cats, over-grooming is a similar stress response. They might be feeling anxious due to changes in their environment, boredom, or even separation anxiety. This behavior is their attempt to soothe themselves and regain a sense of control. Think of your cat's fur as a garden, and their grooming routine as the daily watering and pruning needed to keep it healthy. But if they start overwatering, the garden can suffer, with patches becoming overgrown or even barren. In severe cases of over-grooming, cats can end up with bald spots or sores, which is like their garden developing unsightly patches. I once had a neighbor whose cat, Johnson, started losing fur around his belly. It turned out Johnson was over-grooming because he was anxious about a new puppy in the house. Once my neighbor set up a quiet, puppy-free zone for Johnson, his grooming habits returned to normal and his fur grew back. Cats have a unique type of grooming called allo-grooming, where they groom other cats in their social group. This behavior helps strengthen bonds and provide comfort. When they don't have a buddy to groom, they might overdo it on themselves to fill that social void. Have you observed your cat grooming excessively? What changes or events seem to trigger it? Share your stories in the comments below. By pooling our experiences, we might uncover some helpful tips for dealing with this common issue. So, what can you do if your cat is over-grooming? First, try to identify any potential stressors. Has anything changed in their environment recently? Providing extra mental and physical stimulation can help, such as interactive toys or new climbing structures. Sometimes, a trip to the vet is necessary to rule out any medical issues and discuss possible treatments like calming products or anxiety relief strategies. So while grooming is a natural and necessary behavior for cats, over-grooming can be a red flag for stress or anxiety. By paying attention to their habits and providing a supportive environment, you can help your furry friend feel more relaxed and less compelled to overgroom. If you found this information useful, give us a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe for more insights into your cat's behavior. Your kitty will thank you with a happy, healthy coat. Now let me share a heartwarming and entertaining story about a remarkable cat named Missy and her devoted owner, Sarah. This tale beautifully illustrates the deep bond and intuitive empathy that cats can share with their humans. Sarah, a lively and active person, suddenly found herself bedridden with a severe case of pneumonia. As the days dragged on, the illness left her feeling weak, anxious, and isolated. But Sarah wasn't truly alone. Her faithful feline friend, Missy, had appointed herself as Sarah's personal nurse. From the moment Sarah took to her bed, Missy was there. She would snuggle up beside Sarah, her soft purrs filling the room with a soothing, rhythmic sound that seemed to chase away the silence and loneliness. Missy's purring was more than just a comforting noise. It was like a healing mantra, easing Sarah's anxiety and bringing a sense of peace to her troubled mind. But Missy's caregiving didn't stop at just keeping Sarah company. Whenever Sarah would have a coughing fit or struggle to catch her breath, Missy would gently nudge her, almost as if reminding her to stay calm and breathe deeply. On particularly tough nights when Sarah's anxiety peaked, Missy would curl up on her chest, the steady rise and fall of her tiny body serving as a calming guide for Sarah's own breathing. One memorable night, Sarah was gripped by a severe bout of breathlessness. As panic began to set in, Missy jumped onto the bed and pressed herself against Sarah's chest. The warmth and steady purring of Missy helped Sarah to focus on her own breath, slowing it down and finding a moment of peace amidst the chaos. Missy's unwavering presence was a source of immense comfort and motivation for Sarah. During the long days of recovery, Sarah found strength in the small but significant gestures of her furry companion. Whether it was a gentle headbutt, a comforting purr, or just the simple act of being there, Missy's devotion made all the difference. As Sarah slowly regained her strength, she and Missy started taking short walks around the house and eventually ventured outside. Sarah would put Missy on a leash and together they would explore the neighborhood, with Missy confidently leading the way. These walks not only helped Sarah physically, but also lifted her spirits, reminding her that recovery was possible with Missy by her side. Today, Sarah is healthy and thriving, and she credits much of her recovery to the unwavering love and support of her beloved cat, Missy. Their story is a beautiful reminder of the incredible healing power of the bond between humans and their pets. Missy's loyalty and devotion continue to inspire, showing that sometimes the best medicine comes with 4 paws and a purr. In conclusion, understanding your cat's behaviors can deepen the bond you share and ensure their well-being. From affectionate headbutts to over-grooming, each action is a window into their world, revealing their needs and emotions. By recognizing these signs and responding with love and care, you create a comforting and secure environment for your feline friend. We hope you enjoyed learning about these fascinating aspects of cat behavior. For more heartwarming stories and insightful tips on your furry companions, don't forget to like this video and subscribe to our channel, Mystic Meows. Your cat might not say it out loud, but they'll surely appreciate your newfound understanding of their quirky ways.